Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. It's time for European Universalis 4. Brest has announced me as their new rival. Poland has announced me as their new rival. A lovely way to start things off today. We must now destroy the Brest. And also Poland. No one really cares about Poland, though. Coronia, Denmark, Hinterpommern, and Yidesen. Lübeck, Vorpommern, Greifswald, and Poland. Alright, military. Let's see, what do we got? So, force limit of 18. We probably have enough to support more. We'll consider it. We will consider it. On the other hand, maybe we just go against a cell. Problem is that breaks our alliance with Akershus, sorry. Which, they are actually pretty valuable. If nothing else, they grant me a fair bit of control within Baltic Sea in terms of naval power. We can now invest in forced service, which is good because that also gets us national pride. Let me keep that up. Oh fuck, I totally forgot I was supposed to not do that and actually supposed to save for military tech 6. This is the dangers of having breaks in your recording sessions, kids. You forget what the hell you were doing, and then suddenly, crap. Remembered it just a second too late, unfortunately. Yes, I do remember that the nobility are a bunch of dickbags. 59.9% loyalty. Yeah. And the lowlands expands into Ireland. And Wales expands into London. Alright. And Maine finally conquers the rest of the Big Blue Blob proper. This should just make the Forum France decision takeable by anyone. Well, I don't mean anyone. The Forum France decision usable in the random worlds. Yeah, sure, whatever. Plus 2 revolt risk isn't going to kill me these days. Not that it ever really would kill me. Alright, how are we doing? I'm still 5 years ahead on admin tech, but I can't friggin' slow us down. Oh, wait, I can. In 2 months, I can finally swap back over to military. That'll be useful. How are we doing? Yeah, you know, this is why I love being Tengri synced to Catholicism. Like, it's not that you just get the bonuses of Tengri synced to Catholicism. You get, you know, possible advisors and Diplo rep. But you also get the free decision shit. Like, you get Tolerance of Heathens plus 2, minus 20% stability cost, yearly prestige plus 1, minus 1 national unrest, and effectively a total of minus 15% stability cost. And, okay, so minus 10% stability cost, and plus 1.5 prestige. That seems pretty acceptable in my books. There we are. Alright, so, now we push military power through the roof. Probably shouldn't be too long for us to get it, yeah? So, January 1479, assuming I can keep my goddamn finger off of the buy the next idea button. Which I'll do my best for. I, unfortunately, however, make no promises. Alright. Who is Brest allied to? Kastamon, Ikil, and Macedonia. Noted. Novgorod. Check. Moldavia. Concerning. Tula. Interesting. Transdanubia. They'll definitely come at me because they can just walk through Poland. Yeah, we'll always grant you military access if you're a war with a rival, remember that. Regardless of how much they hate you. I think unless you're a rival as well. Then they may not. It's, I think, the only time they may decide not to. But, yeah, that's a thing. Careful about that. Alright. So, basically right now we're sort of stuck. Who owes us favors is my first question. 25 favors. Good, good. Thuringia is 15, yep. Yeah, let's get diplomatic boat going. Yeah, so also apparently allied to Mecklenburg. I haven't even touched them in a long time. Could potentially improve the trust of some people. Yeah. Yep, okay. Good. We don't need more than, 10 favors, really. Because I'm not going to go on more than one major offensive war anytime soon, so... Everyone but Thuringia at this point I can have join in. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we need a different ally. Perhaps Finland? Nope. Because I'm allied to one of their rivals. Our diplomat died, okay, that's fine. Yeah, diplomat grip +1, that'll help a lot. What buildings do we have access to? None of the, army stuff yet. Darn. Growing city requests privileges. We'll come on, accept the petition in that case. That seems reasonable enough. Merchants Guild are getting extremely powerful. I have to be cautious with them. But 150 diplomatic power, if they maintain this for another 10 years. Probably will not. Because I'm pretty sure... Yeah, granted monopolies. Alright. So have to be careful with them. I mean, worst case scenario, I may have to revoke some lands. Which is always a problem with the merchants, but... Oh well. Speaking of, are the marketplaces ready yet? Excellent. So, thanks to the construction of the marketplaces that I built in the, 3 important provinces in my empire, 8% increase to the trade power in our Baltic. Not bad. Of course we'll take the inflation increase. I'll hold on to this. What idea group would we get next, anyway? I mean, it seems like it would have to be either humanist or economic. There's no way I'd choose anything else. No way I'd be either anything else. Which one, I'm not sure yet, but will definitely be one of them. A general hospital. Well, I'll actually get the 10 devotion in this case, because... Yeah, we'll keep that. Good. Yeah. I'm thinking economic. Maybe. Because, I mean, rebellion-wise, the minus 10 years of separatism is keeping us pretty stable, so... We have a decent quantity of cash as is, though. I mean, the trick with the decent quantity of cash is that we should be able to go over our force limit eventually. Army force limits. Eugh. That's the trick, anyway. Mitao. I see. Yeah. Controlled by the clergy and tolerance -5. Always appreciated. Yeah, it kind of sucks that we're sort of, surrounded. And as long as Thuringia's completely useless, we don't stand a chance. We prop them up pretty hard. I was hoping they'd actually survive this whole thing. Though they seem to be having some troubles. I can't help but notice. Okay, Thuringia's ready. Cossacks. So, either way, we're down a fighter, which somehow Thuringia is actually weaker than Mecklenburg right now, but that's why I don't really want to declare a war. While Thuringia is broken, battered, and bruised. Alright. Yeah, we've had enough power for a while. I'm intending to try and spend as little as possible on this. Because I need to save up the friggin' admin points anyway for an idea. So, if I can make it till the end of the year, and then some, we might just barely have too much power. Might need to up a single province around here by 1 tax or something. I could invest in land maintenance minus 10%, or I could tack up. This time, thankfully, there isn't a recording session break at this point, so I'm going to remember that I'm not supposed to hit the idea button, like an idiot. I mean, it's only going to be less than another year until we're ready, so let's just be calm about it. And it's only 514 power to get. And tell your allies to prepare for war. That might help. And the question now comes is, are the AIs actually like... Oh, Mecklenburg, you seem to be in a spot of trouble there. This is why I like Akershus. That's why I'm not attacking Ocel. They're like my only competent ally. How did I end up allied with the retards? Hey, Transdanubia, I hear you fucking hate Poland. You do hate Poland. No guy tells us the Civil Wars. Well, so much for them. Yeah, no. Gain 1 base tax, that's great. Offer an alliance Transdanubia. They've had some trouble with the Poles in the past, so... Transdanubia and Akershus. Oh, it would give me an advantage of running a 2-front war against the Poles. It's definitely something to consider. On a side note, though, we're going to have to hold. Do that. Unfortunately, at plus 10%, which is annoying. Yeah, I mean, economic is not terrible. In this case, so we'll grab it. Alright, done. And come on, we're almost up there. Hinterpommern is 7, of course. 7 isn't a military tactics level, is it? It is. Great, so yeah, that's definitely going to be something we have to hold out for. Yeah, I'm not going to attack if any of Poland's allies are, you know, a military tactics above me. That's just suicidal. Alright. Support the Florentine school. No, we have enough problems. West Prussia. Send them back where they came. Send them back from where they came. That's my suggestion. Alright, so Limber is also military tactics, so we'll have to watch that. We need that as well, unfortunately. And... come... next year, I guess? Do I have to reload the screen? Okay, there we go. That seemed a bit odd to me for a month. That would be plus 5%, but okay. So yeah, we'll grab this for 586. There we go. Up to date on Navy techs, at least. And we're far enough ahead on admin tech, we can definitely get some ideas out of this. Build cost will be pretty good. I'm going to try and hold off building more buildings until we can get a hold of that. Yeah. The Mad Seer. Well, what does devotion get us again? Yeah, we can give up 2.5% of our attacks, I guess, for a little while. Or 5%. I guess it is on a scale of 50. Fair enough. Bureaucracy! Hey! Alright, some extra national tax is helpful. So that's actually like... Yeah, there we go. So we have 4 ducats. We can definitely go a little more over the force limit, I'd say. Also, at what level next do we get galley improvements? Is it 9? I think it's 9, yeah? No, it's actually 10, okay. Question then comes, do I just build some galleys? Because I could probably ascertain some navy control around here. I have enough naval provinces for it. Yidison. Tula, Poland, and Kharkov. So Yidison's allied with Poland, no dice. Moldavia. I'm looking for those. Who are Poland's rivals? Like, Poland should have a third rival somewhere. Who are they? Brest. Who also happens to be my rival, of course. Danziger. No need for an occupation. We already own the city. And I mean, we're not going to get anything out of it, so... Back up to 100 devotion. Perfect. Alright, and we now have an army of 20,000 of our awesome troops. Okay. Unhappiness among the peasantry. Throw money at it. Akershus demand declared war upon their new enemy Trakai. Yep, accept. I mean, sure, why not? We'll send, hell, actually. We can just do that, can't we? Easy. Done. We have a strategic interest in Gotland, so I'll see to it that we seize control of it. Alright. Winter Siege. I don't actually know what this means. The defenders in the Siege of Gotland will get average penalties. Now, I have a couple of questions to ask. First off, this event is occurring in July. Second off, it's occurring in Gotland, which is literally an island surrounded by fucking water. The Baltic Sea doesn't freeze, so I can't imagine it getting much colder than -5. And it's July, so I'm assuming it's probably a warm, toasty 20 to 30 degrees centigrade. Right about now. Really? I mean, yeah, sure, I'll throw men at it. But really? Dice roll need for better siege progress might increase. Yeah, that's what I figured it would be something like. Jesus Christ, though. Successful bureaucracy. Damn straight. That's always nice to get. Probably don't need to throw all of my guys into this, but we will. Because why not? I'm a jerk. Yeah. 210 each month. Roll on the first Eisenloch. Alright. As we currently have no designated heir for High Priest Roland the First, we have several to pick from. Now, we tried, I believe, before a merchant's son. Yeah, see, that gets clergy for some reason. Now, looking at our estates here, I think we need a local noble, don't we? It would make at least some degree of sense for us to get a local noble at this point. Possibly even anything that influences the clergy as well. But I think the nobility actually have the better thing. So, lose Hydrotion, gain 10 prestige, and the nobility estate gains some loyalty. Excellent, excellent. Now, on the matter of the name, let me check my patrons. You will be High Priest Grimdalus. Okay, excellent. So, land maintenance modifier, minus 10% thanks to the nobility. Always nice to have them. Always nice to have them. Army reformer Gunther von Wittem has died. Alright. I mean, that's a nice bonus to have too as well. So it's hard to complain. Alright. I mean, come on, there's 298 defenders. Gotland has to fall sooner or later. Good. So, let's go home then, shall we? I don't even know what Akershus is fighting. Finland isn't, aren't they? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, fair enough. In the meantime, I went and took the war goal, guys. Okay. Should we go for their capital as well? Nah, not worth it. Also, it would appear that Wales has mysteriously, absorbed the lowlands. So who wants to see a Welsh British Isles? And possibly even some genocides. Let's find out. Political culture. Because last time I checked, yeah, Welsh is the primary culture in Wales. So, the Welsh Isles, everybody. Gotta give them a round of applause for that. And I see Constantinople has fallen to the Muslims, because they were backstabbed, ironically, by the Christians. Or rather, at this point, unironically, considering how often that seems to come up in both this game and in history. Oh dear. Yeah. So, we're allied to Transdanubia. Favor every 1 year. They all seem to be held up in Ireland. Fair enough. Send my ships to Bornholm. Does blockading get me any points in this whole war thing? Oh, really, huh? Alright. That's fine. Out of curiosity these days, was it required to offer vassalization, eh? Not the same religious group. Military power. -8 for trust. Yeah, we don't have much trust, because ever since we went to war that one time, but it seems to be going back up over time. I guess it might just gravitate towards 50. Or at least if it's under 50. Or maybe it's because we've been on the same side in the war a couple times. Also, is the AI terribly broken? Yeah, seems fine to me. At least right now. A gift to the states. Yeah, you know, I wouldn't mind, take this on prestige, I guess. The old and the infirm. I mean, maybe. Minus 10% national. I mean, we're approaching minus 25% land maintenance at this point, which is always good to have. Do less with more. Forge documents. You know what? I'm fine with doing that. That came up a long time ago. But forge documents, lose 10 prestige? Sure. I gained like 50 admin power from that, yo. Of course. I'd do it again. The things I'd do for 50 admin power. Alright. Since we apparently will now need the yearly devotion. So, I now have an astounding loyalty of all these states, who are proving quite powerful. Unfortunately, these guys control way too much development. It's becoming a pretty big issue. So yeah, Finnmark annexed a bunch of Finland, sounds about right. Alright. My participation score exists. It's a thing. I participated. We talked about this. Get the fuck out of here, you Christians. Alright. So, I'm managing to just hold back my, Ooh. Yeah. I'm alright with that, I suppose. We lose yet another Tangri province, but I have to remember that I don't really care too much about it. That's the thing, right? Too few rivals. Interprom in Poland. Well, Brest already rivaled me, so let's rival the Brest. Alright. Yeah, I've got to resist clicking the old and the infirm at this point. Just a little more to the limber. Almost. Just one more month. Come on. Keep grip. There you go. Alright. 550 military power. Boom. Alright, so we're back on track. We have no leaders. Well, what is actually our tradition right now? 25, it's pretty good. Let's see what we get here. Grimdalis von Stein. You, sir, are a good general. With 3 shock. That's excellent. Now, since we're only level 7, I have no real intention of building any cannons. Cannons are pretty shite at this point. Mostly just due to cost effectiveness ratio and all that. It's pretty easy to see why. 1.05. Putting infantry as more combat effective. Cavalry, slightly more combat effective. Alright. That's okay, though. I mean, when do, 13, yeah, 13 I think is really when, mortars become useful. Pretty much not going to do much until then with them. That's generally the way I do it. And I don't see any reason to change it this expansion. Acrosus. Yeah, so Cell's not going to capitulate. Going to war with Poland is at least becoming a thing that's possible. With Mecklenburg, Aarhus, and Transdanubia backing me. It's becoming theoretically possible. Yeah. Suspected diplomats. That's fine, whatever. Okay. On the plus side, we're about to reduce build costs significantly. So, that's going to make us go on a bit of a build spree, methinks. Can't wait for it. September, yep. So next month, here we are. Organized construction. And one more idea, and we get standardized currency. Which will definitely help with a bit of rising inflation we have around here. Okay. So construction time, everybody. Construction time. Alright. Yeah. I think probably temples. Maybe. Either that or manpower. Yeah, that seems like a good way to blow all my cash. I mean, we get that much more from provinces, that's great. So, hard to complain. I mean, we do earn a fair bit of extra cash right now. I could probably afford to throw on a couple cannons. Yep. We'll build a couple cannons for this thing. They're pretty good. But, I mean, what is the combat width right now, actually? Combat width is 24. Yeah. In that case, we need 1410 right now. We need to try and max out the combat width. Yeah, that seems reasonable. So, probably should cancel the artillery, I think. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, probably should cancel the artillery. That is a lot of cash, because we're going over the fucking unit maximums. Christ. 0.75. Yeah, a little expensive. Little bit expensive. Just a little. But we're getting there. Don't worry. We'll get there. I mean, especially if we manage to get the old and the infirm and nationalistic enthusiasm. That'll really help. Development cost minus 20%. That might make me want to do a bit of development. It's always possible. I've generally avoided it, though. I don't think it's the best way to do things. Anyway, this has actually been 2 episodes now. So, with that, I think I'm going to close here. Thank you everybody for watching. This has been your lovely host, Galvin, signing off.